What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we are working on bubble braids for Aria. With summer coming up, you guys gotta know I just love a good protective style. I see lots of swim days in Aria's future, so let's just go ahead and knock it out. We are starting on freshly washed hair. It is soaking wet and conditioned and detangled, although it doesn't look like it. All right, to get started for our style, we are just going in and using a rat tail comb to make a rough part. I call it a rough part because I'm just trying to get close to a straight line. And then after that, I'll go in with my jam to kind of clean the part up and make it a bit neater. Once I have it to my liking, I do go in with the entire section, and I have a spray bottle. I just add some water to her hair. It has since dried out, so re-adding some water, and then right after the water, we'll go in with our shea butter. This is melted, and it just helps you distribute it a little bit better throughout the hair instead of having it be cold and solid and trying to warm it up in your hands and then distribute it. Just put it in the microwave, let it melt a little bit, and then use it as an oil instead of as a solid. After the shea butter, I go in with the Eco Styler gel. I'm just using the regular green one, nothing fancy here. I found that this combination of products really helps Aria's hair stick together, and it gives us that super shiny kind of set look. You guys will get more of what I'm talking about when you see the final product, but definitely don't want to do this just on dry hair with no product because it's not going to come out as neat. So here, just going in and making some more parts. I do try to brick layer them as much as possible, but I'm not always able to achieve that. And I try to be a little bit strategic with the parting, especially around some of the weaker areas of her hair, like the front sections, the edges, and then always like right there on kind of like her midline. It gets a little strange over there, so I just try to be careful with it. All right, for our section, I do comb through the hair a little bit, of course, starting at the ends, and then any jam that is still left over at the roots from my precision parting, I'll just take my hair toothbrush and kind of brush it out. Definitely beats a comb, and of course beats trying to have a regular big brush get into that little tiny section. So if you're not using a toothbrush, that might be a key for you just to get those parts really neat. I will go ahead and say that this style involves a lot of rubber bands, so make sure you have plenty on hand, and it kind of helps to pre-sort them and just pull out some of the smaller ones. That way you're not wrapping forever. Also about the rubber bands, my Aria's hair is very thick and it's coarse, and it can take the use of rubber bands. Also, by the time I go to take this style down, we are going to cut every single rubber band out. We're not gonna fuss and fight with trying to detangle and unravel and all that stuff. No, I have a super tiny pair of like cosmetic scissors, like the little tiny ones. that are really, really sharp. The ones that have like a swan on them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. I have a pair of those scissors. They are very sharp. And then we just take our time. We go in and we cut every single rubber band out. And then of course, I'm not going to leave this style in so long that the hair starts to mat and wrap around the rubber bands, because that would be tragic. Overall, I'm not against using rubber bands on my daughter's hair or my hair. I think it's all about how you take care of the hair and how you remove the rubber bands. So that's it for me. If you feel differently about rubber bands, this might not be the style for you. So one trick to kind of getting these bubble braids is to stretch the hair a little bit as you're putting the rubber bands on. That way, once you let it go, it'll all snap back and kind of puff out a bit. The other thing is that you can always adjust the sections. For some of them, you'll see that I go in and kind of pick at it with my like first fingers just to puff it out a little bit more. Like if I got the section too small or the rubber band, you know, is spanning too much of the hair, then you'll see me kind of pulling at it to correct it a little bit. And finally, to go ahead and finish off this one braid, we are adding our beads. I know that the hair supply store sells tools for you. I have a million. I couldn't find any of them. So the other thing that I use is a bobby pin, and it works just fine for me. No big deal. So that's it. Bubble braids are actually pretty simple. I will say that it takes a lot of time and patience. For me and Aria, we split it up over 2 days to get it knocked out. But overall, the style is not very hard at all and should last a few weeks without touch-ups. To go ahead and finish off her style, I do just add some setting mousse to it. It also helps with the sheen. I love like hair that is healthy, that shines beautifully. So we add the mousse, we add some oil sheen, and then I add some peppermint oil to her parts. A stylist once used peppermint oil on me, and let me just tell you guys, chef's kiss. It feels amazing on your scalp after it's been braided or manipulated with. So definitely worth adding into your routine. And here is our finished look. She is all ready for summer. And yeah, I don't have to worry about hair. Thank goodness for that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.